I was watching on the internet the news about the women at the wall. I mean, the extremist way of the women who want to be Orthodox, there's plenty of things what the women can do if they want to be Orthodox. They don't have to go to the wall to pray. That's the rules and regulations of the Jewish way. But everybody's so extreme. They have to have their way. We have to have equal rights. What you men want to do and we can't do, that's what women want to do. And the same as the extreme way is in Satmar. But it's not only by the women at the wall, it's in Satmar, it's in Ger, it's in Belz, it's in Litvish, it's Hasidish. Everybody, we've all got such an extreme way. We can't unite and understand. Listen, you're entitled, women want to pray, go to the women's side and pray as much as you want. You don't have to don't talesim, you don't have to don't tefillin. You don't have to do these things. It's not for you. If we told them, those people we tell to put on tefillin, don't put on tefillin. Those we tell them not to put on tefillin, they want to put on tefillin. We're all such opposite people always. And the same way is in Satmar. If they decide they're going to make a demonstration against Israel, and I was in Satmar, and Rav Steinman wrote against it. You know, he said, no, he doesn't think demonstrations help. That's really the truth, is demonstrations don't help. The Israeli government doesn't care about demonstrations. They don't care to who people making demonstrations or not. They couldn't care less. They want to persecute the religious. They think that the religious should do their more bigger fair share to keep the country, and that's the way it is. If we want to fight them, as I said before, we can't fight them in the sinks. We have to fight them in the drains, where the drain is blocked. We have to fight them there. We have to go into the Knesset. If you don't want to be a party with Agudas Yisrael, part of the party, or Shas, you have to make your own party. The Chedis have to make their own party. But by abstaining to vote, you just give more power to the non-religious. So, and if somebody says that demonstrations won't help, another demonstration of Satmar really wants to make a demonstration to embarrass or hurt the non-religious, show them that we've got a power, then we should ban all religious people going to Israel for the next, all Buchim going to Israel. No Buchim should go to learn to Israel. They should go and make yeshivas in America, in England, in France, in Belgium, I don't care where, but don't make yeshivas in Israel. And if they want to, they don't have to boycott the food because they don't want to hurt the consumer, but if they want to, they can ban traveling to Eretz Israel. We don't travel for the next year or next half year till they change their minds. Orthodox people do not travel to Eretz Israel. We try and make chasnas not in Eretz Israel. And if we've got a sibling who's marrying, well, then you should get permission from a rov or something. But we don't have to travel to no rebbes. We don't have to travel for vacations. We don't have to travel to see our children. It's very hard, of course. But if you really want to make a demonstration, no, but Satmar's not like that. They want to make a demonstration. If somebody comes along like Rav Steinman and he says that the demonstration is not good, it doesn't do any tail, it doesn't achieve anything. Oh, they shout at him. And you know what they use? They don't just use words, language. Yid Memshin, Yemach Shmoy, they use on him. How can you use on a language on a Yid Talmud Chacham, who I've heard from somebody, Rabbi Eliezer David, and other people, that all his life he's a guy and Torah. Just because you don't like his opinion today on something, you call him Yid Memshin. And if you say, I went into Satmar and Avrom Yankov Landau heard, Tommy Weiser's son-in-law, and if he's heard me say that I said Satmar Rebbe made a mistake and the Afghanis don't help. Well, you went mad. How can you say Satmar Rebbe made a mistake? The Gemara of Hoyrius is a whole Gemara Sechter on where Bezdin made a mistake. Satmar can't make a mistake. We're talking about thousands of years ago. Bezdin could make a mistake, and Satmar couldn't make a mistake. I don't understand this exactly why. So I said it. I didn't say anything bad about it. I said he made a mistake. It's not helping anything. And Steinman is right. You will see. How dare I come into Satmar and say that Satmar is wrong? I can say whatever I like. That's my opinion. You can't use Yid Memshin. We can use Yid Memshin on Rav Steinman in Satmar. You can't. That's not the language. Then they wonder why we have such a lot of tsuras and troubles. Young people die and everything else. Things like that happen. I'm not saying they die because that I don't know. But the point is we see a lot of tsuras and we have to learn to tolerate one another and find a solution to the problem that there is in Israel. The way we are trying to tackle the problem is Satmar Rebbes unite, big deal, so they unite. If they want to unite, two brothers unite, they should unite because they're two brothers, not because they're going against a third person. My enemy's enemy is my friend. This is the same way as I see this. It's stupid. Satmar Rebbes unite, you what? Because it's anti-Zionist. Anything anti-Zionist, they think it was the aim of Satmar. If the Satmar Rebbe was so much against Israel and the state and everything else, why did he build in Israel? Why did he build so many mosques and everything else and shuls and everything? He poured money into Israel. Why? He went to visit there. He became Rosh Rosh Bezdin, from Eidachayt is in Israel. You should say, no, I don't want to. Not from Israel. I don't understand all this. I may ask questions, and I'm not a shaygitz because I do ask the question. And you can't use the word Yid Mem Shir on any Elech Yid today, not even on a different sort of Elech Yid. They say to me on that the Satmar Rebbe used these words on Rav Kook. I don't believe it. I haven't heard it. I wasn't there. But definitely not Avrum Yaakov Landau cannot use these words on Rav Steinman. And I told and Chaim Yidje Glick and Yossel Weissman, they don't react. They just use such words. People in Satmar can hear a man saying such words on a Rav Steinman and they don't react. But on what I said on the Satmar Rebbe, you can't say it on Satmar Rebbe. That he made a mistake, I can't say he was wrong. I didn't say he made a mistake. I said he was wrong. We see the fact is that demonstrations don't help and we have to find a different way, a different solution to the problem. Whether it's the women at the wall or anything else, we don't have to always be stubborn to find our way and win. The Zionists are anti-religious. That's always their way. I heard a very good word from my son, and he told me about, somebody told him that from Koirach, when the Meraglim, not Koirach, when the Meraglim, he told me it on Koirach, yeah, that's why I'm talking about Koirach, but he told when the Meraglim went out to Yisrael, and they took the fruit of the land, Kulab and Yefin and Yeshua ben Nun said, no, we're not taking nothing, we're not schlepping. So they said to him, Uzav Tazim, help us with it. He says, no, they saw already straight away, your Maturah will not be for the good of the land. It'll be to destroy the land, destroy the Jewish people, and talk bad on the land. That's why we're not helping you to Dvaravayr. The Zionists are not helping us. They don't want us to survive. They don't want the Orthodox to survive. The Orthodox has survived long enough, everybody knows it. But this is not a way to fight them. Demonstrations doesn't help. I'm not saying you can don't make a demonstration. I'm just saying it doesn't help. They don't care. They're not frightened of anything. They don't care about such things. We have to hit them in their pockets where it hurts, or join the Knesset and fight them inside the Knesset where the voting hurts, where you can't cheat and say, oh, you haven't got, if we've got more votes than them, or power to disrupt their power, then we must use it.